In North Omaha, or North O as we call it, there is a place where trees don't grow straight and the ground feels like it's holding its breath. Most people know Hummel Park for its stairway to hell or the whispers of a hidden colony within the woods. But let's take a trip away from the internet lore. The actual history of this land is much heavier and much more real. Long before it was a city park, this was the edge of the world. In the early 1800s, the property was a frontier crossroads. Near the ravines stood hubs for fur trade, places where civilization met the wild. It wasn't an empty land, it was an ancestral home for the Odo and Omaha people, and many believe that the hills are still guarded by those who were here first. The park we know today was born from the Great Depression. In the 1930s, workers from the WPA carved these paths and built massive stone stairs. As they dug, they found more than just dirt. In 1936, crews unearthed the skeletal remains of a war veteran, and instead of moving him to a city cemetery, they reburied him in a lonely grave atop the cliffs, forever looking over the river valley. He was first of many to find a permanent home in the park's soil. Hummel's reputation for darkness isn't just about the distant past. The park's isolation has made it a magnet for modern tragedy. In 1992, a local high school student was brought here in a horrific act of violence that shook the community. And in 2006, the park became the center of a statewide tragedy when the remains of 12-year-old Amber Harris were discovered in a shallow grave in these woods. And then you have the hanging trees. While official records are thin, the local oral history is persistent. Legend says that these sagging branches were used for extrajudicial lynchings in the early 20th century when the park was a blind spot from the law. Some say the trees are physically bowed by the weight of that history. Whether it's the restless spirits of the frontier, the soldiers left behind, or the victims of more recent crimes, Hummel Park is more than just a place to hike. It is a 200-acre archive of Nebraska's darkest chapters, and sometimes when you're counting those stairs, the history starts counting back.